All right, we're back. Different league. Who we playing? London division game. He said he ready, so we just sending it. It's like his whole team. Even his partner, yo. Let's see. Let's see have I learned anything.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the London Black Knights and the Brooklyn Barons.
I had my headset off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13.
We all want to kick it to McGee.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set, ready?
On play action, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh,
he's got a man, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go, track, go track, go track.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Ready? No street.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Let's go.
This one complete. It's Fehoko. Finding room at midfield. Look at the big man.
Let's go.
Inside the 10. Touchdown.
Let's
Go
go.
ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in. Had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare.
Thank you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He always got to be so soft and
That's
get
a really
hurt.
nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
The tight end in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Broken read.
Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Panther 60.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Much needed touchdown.
It's their quarterback. Keeping
needed.
it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Barons have moved out in front. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13.
Yeah. Let him get a tackle.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go.
Don't do that.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, my goodness. Great throw. Great throw. I was too slow to react to
A
it.
great effort
Great
there.
throw.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From the 10.
Yeah, hold on to it.
Run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Like, that was a touchdown.
So now
Why would you
2nd
drop
and 10
that?
after the incompletion on first down.
How do you drop a touchdown, bro?
Looking to throw. Pagan. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively.
Oh,
They're
that
stacking
drop hurt.
momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
That's why that drop hurt.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Pagan. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend.
Here
on
we
the
go
punt.
with the foolery. This man really dropped the touchdown pass.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they
Twice,
put it?
'cause he
They'll put
bobbled
it
it.
just inside the 45-yard line.
42-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the
Great
first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top
Okay, so
2 teams right
somebody-
now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion
It's
as you
not
head towards the
getting it
second part of the
done.
season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Check.
Here's a give up the middle. And a lost fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take...
And he'll take it into the
Great
end zone
run.
for a
Great
touchdown. A great play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year as they have taken the
Dropping
lead.
touchdown passes.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Barons 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
We ain't got to panic. It's still a long game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Pagon. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Hold the ready. Hey, smash Bronco. Mustang 19.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football.
Can't do
It's a
nothing
sack
with it.
and a
That's
turnover
fine.
on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. This offense hoping to change that right here.
Touch nobody.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
They said, okay, go ahead.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On the right.
2nd and goal from the 1.
On the ball.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
That speed,
A great effort
man.
there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Black Knights go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point
We
by
still got time.
McPherson,
We
up
ain't
and
finna
good.
panic.
And the lead now up to 14.
Barons 14. Evan McPherson set to
After
kick
the
off.
touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Come on, come on.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
To throw on 2nd down. Pagon.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
Cameron Curl with the tackle that time. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Set, ready?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped.
There you go. Look alive. Look alive.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Knock it, knock it.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Black Knights will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
He want me to mess up so badly somehow.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Okay, break.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Looking to throw. Pagon.
Come on, what was that?
Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I don't know what's
They
going on
certainly
with
had
this
good starting
internet.
field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position.
I don't
When
know
that
what's
drive
going on
started,
with this
they had
internet.
6 points that they were thinking about.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And
That
once you
was
get
so
up around
goofy.
57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go
That
down
was so
dramatically.
goofy.
And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
He's going to look deep down the field. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get
Yes,
you
it
down the
has.
coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now here's the option play going left.
How fast this is?
Lost 2
Yo.
there, and it's 3rd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
That joker was
Not
on
an
him.
easy
Was he
spot
not?
here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, my. He just threw it to him.
That's going to be intercepted.
He just threw it to him. That is funny.
It's a touchdown.
That is
And
funny.
Charles, for this offense, those interception
He
woes
just
they
did-
kind of had in the
he
first
just
half
threw
have
it
now
to
followed them
him.
into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that
That
one
is
will bounce out of
hilarious
the back
to
of the
me.
end zone. So we will start here at the 25.
Got it. Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Ready?
And that'll be caught by Fehoko.
That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Tag. Check the eagle. Check the eagle.
There he goes, right side. Past the 20.
Chill,
And
bro.
they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Reno, Reno. Ready?
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Come
To the
on.
goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
And that will be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. A nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a lopsided victory.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
He's airing it out for Williams.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
And he's got some space here. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Great return.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Come on, man.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
This junk is so funny.
Come on.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. And the tight end goes in motion left.
79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Why you want me to... Fourth and 34 and want me to go for
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action with Lawrence. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice.
And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
19-18.
Off the play fake. Pagan.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Off play action. Pagan. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Great hands.
It's knocked away
Great
and
hands.
incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Dragon 60.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Come on.
And it's incomplete. They cannot
That got to be
convert,
some type
and they
of
turn
pass
it over.
interference or
The
something.
4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result,
Some type of
possession
pass
switches
interference.
hands. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now here is another interception.
Lawrence picked by his former teammate of Clemson, Andrew Booth.
And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Let me throw the ball.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely
Just
not
couldn't throw
today.
the ball.
His team trailed by multiple
I was holding the
touchdowns.
button I wanted to throw it to.
Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
Oh, wow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
That's hilarious.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
That's
And
hilarious.
he will take
He
this
just
one
throws
home.
it to
It's a
him.
touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly.
That's
and now
hilarious.
It's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Kevin McPherson set to kick off.
Come on.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24.
The score, Black Knights 48, Barons 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it, he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I'm
Brandon,
shocked
that's
he
just
ain't
football
fumble.
101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Great
He's got
throw.
it complete.
And he's going to be taken
Great
down
throw.
just shy of the 35.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
He's airing it out for Williams. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can
touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 74 yards.
And the Barons get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They're going to keep it on the ground.
You got it.
Bring him down after just a short pickup.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
On first down, Lawrence.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
After the sack on first down, Lawrence going for the deep ball. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
One final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Good game, bro.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for our visitors, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
He turned the ball over 7 times, and we only had 30 points. Crazy. One new injury, huh? Who hurt? Right tackle, broken ribs. Tis. Well, all right. That concludes this week. Let's look at the schedule. Let's see what we got coming up. Couple more weeks and play the Black Knights again. Well, our offensive line won't be intact for that, but hey, we'll see. All right, so thanks to everybody that just dropped through. Don't call it. Until next time. Peace.